Why is it impossible to be normal about this?
I feel fucking crazy.
Are you finding this therapeutic though in any way? Is it getting out of your system?
Thank you, producer Charlie. I would say honestly, I thought it would. I thought it would be cathartic, but I actually feel madder. Like I can't speak at a normal pace.
I have more to say somehow.
I feel insane. By the way, the response to us saying that we're doing this podcast has been so nice. It's been a mix of people either being like, how could there be more? And then lots of people being like, what a time to be crazy. What a time to be insane. Yes, yes, yes. And we love you for it. It's episode 2 of Tonsil Hockey, and we're talking about episode 2 of Heated Rivalry. Shall we get into it?
I need to get into it.
Please.
It opens with the song Mange Tout by the band Wet Leg, and it has gone platinum in my brain. Every single day I open my eyes and it goes, you think I'm pretty, you think I'm pretty cool.
Is
you
this when they're
wanna
running?
fuck me. What?
Is this when they're running?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is an incredible song. I have researched the songs. Thank you so much for asking. It is about, I believe, one of the band members leaving and then being very excited that he's leaving because I guess he was toxic. And so the lyrics are, so here, take this packet, read it, says mange tout. I gave you magic beans. I hope you're going to get out soon, because mange tout is man get out.
Oh, wow.
It's incredible. Anyways, I'm normal.
We're fine.
We're okay.
Fine. Thank you for asking. We're fine. How are you? I mean, first of all, they're running. Are we supposed to believe in this? By the way, this montage is very important. Lots happens here.
And the thing is, the show loves the fucking montage.
It loves them.
They love like a 5 to 6 minute montage.
But I also love that Jacob Cheney's like, not a montage where you go on your second screen, motherfuckers. Pay attention. Stuff is happening here. Pay attention. We're giving you lots of information. The lonely girl text. Are we meant to believe that gets no reply because it's so hot? What's a lonely girl to do in Montreal? Like, oh my god, so sexy, so hot.
Because Shane can't do flirty texting. He
It's
can't do, and that's what makes him so charming.
sexy.
He's like, what does this mean?
It's so hot. So that's 2011. They're running in Moscow. They're running in Montreal. They both look exquisite.
Really great standard for Moscow, I thought. I thought that looked very, very realistic.
I agree. And then the 2012.
I agree.
I agree. I've never been, but I agree. It's weird that I've never been, that I haven't holidayed in Moscow. And then 2012. He gets the text in Boston and it's like, have you used Google Translate? Because he's still a virgin in his mind, even if not in body. I love it so much. I love that he's like, read it again, you dumb fuck. And that Shane does that incredible thing that you do where you think everyone can read your mind in a public space because you've had a sexy text message, and he's like, ah! He's like, ah! In the same way that when we see him get the picture. Oh my god, when he gets the dick pic and he's like, ah! My phone's on fire, it's too hot to touch. Oh, the 2013 Ilya 9-inch joke.
Oh my god, the 9-inch. The 9-inch rent-free in my head. 9. Anytime I see the number 9 now.
And also,
it's for inches.
I agree. And then, so we're learning that they're texting each other back and forth. I'm not sure if they're not always replying. We're also seeing that Hollanders become captain now, which is so exciting. So like, they are living up to their promise in the sporting world. I know you don't care about this, but that does mean greater pressure to stay in the closet. And then
I guess what I like that it subverts, I like what it subverts is that a lot of time what we'll see is that sort of people who do sports get distracted by their personal lives. And I like the fact that even the more they get into each other, the more it actually fuels their competitive spirit and they get better at their sports.
Interesting you should say that, yes. But obviously they know about this trope because that's why Shane is like, are you trying to fuck with me by texting me before the match? I love when Ilya sends this message before their game and Shane's like, what are you doing? Why are you? And then he doesn't send these messages and then eventually is just like, maybe twice, and Ilya's like, you suck at sexting.
So funny. It's so funny, but it's also so pure and so cute. Like, twice maybe.
It's so good. And it's also such a good depiction of that thing where you're like, I'm putting down my phone now. Oh, a text message. No, I'm gonna put my phone. It doesn't matter if he texts me. It's just so.
But also Shane reading that text and thinking that like that's what Ilya wants is like pure scientific informational value. It's like, oh, I guess he's doing some sort of scientific experiment. Twice, I guess.
And then our favorite 50-year-old teammate comes in and is like, my guy, you're blushing. And he says,
you're balding. Your hair is gray.
but he says that, which I do want a scientific check on, that Russians don't blush, which is such a funny.
We don't do such thing. Russians do not do this.
It's such a charming defense. It's so like, fuck off, man. No, they haven't. No, I wouldn't. No, he's so offended by the idea.
He's more afraid of being accused of blushing than being gay. And I think that's beautiful. Actually,
I think he's more afraid of being accused of caring than he is of being gay.
True.
And he's like, no, you don't. Or also of like being seen or known. Oh, Ilya, I love you. And then okay, so I love the opening scene here, or the opening part of their next sort of interaction, which is when he opens the door. Shane opens that like weird fire door. And you know what he says?
Say it to me.
You will murder me. And he's like,
I love when you do a Russian accent.
and then Shane's like, maybe. And you're like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. Will you say it to me now?
You will murder me?
Oh God, it's so hot. And then he's like, get in. It's just adorable. It's adorable that they chase each other up the stairs, that they fight each other.
It's so cute.
They're
When
so
they're
competitive.
being boys, they're being like boyish. It's so freaking cute. Also, another iconic instance of Shane thinking that he's mad but being too horny to be mad. It's like, maybe. Please, can I suck your dick, sir?
Get in. It's so cute. I love when they get into the flat and he's like, Mr. Landlord, Mr. Property guy, basically. What does he say?
I know that he calls him a landlord, but my notes literally say Shane is, unfortunately, landlord propaganda.
You're like, yeah, I'll pay what he wants. Yeah, it can be above that going rate. Sure. Yeah, I just think
it's like when people say ACAB and then you're like, what, really? Even the hot fox from Zootopia? Even the hot fox from Zootopia. All landlords, Shane.
No, you're right. It does put me off him, to be fair. It does. But my favorite, like the most authentic flirtation for me is when they get into the bedroom and Ilya's like, did your mom buy all these cushions? And it's like, yeah, that would be my question. My question would be like, what woman was in here, sir? And why are there so many of them? They're just so consistently great and I just love it.
And speaking of the cushions, I would like to say that I have a running theory vis-a-vis budget of the show. I do think most of it was filmed in open homes where they're like, there's an open home down the street. Okay, we just run in with our cameras and film.
We could maybe rent a hotel room one time. I love when Shane actually starts to flirt properly when he's like, I can smell the cigarettes from here. And he's like, I only had one. We've all had that interaction. Genuinely, there's a moment in this scene where I was like, Olga's gonna find this hot, and I know that because I don't. When they're
what is that?
You come here.
Oh my God, it's literally that. No, you come here. It's so cute. No, you come here. It's like, it's 101. It's the no, you hang up.
Yeah, except you know what I would say when somebody did that? I'd hang up. I'd be like, bye.
God, because see, some people would seek your approval. I'd be like, this is the meanest person. Why would I ever want to speak to them again?
I'm like, bye. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. You come here. No, you come here. I was like, stop it.
That's cute.
But again, we're back to consent can be sexy.
Oh my God, the condoms.
The condoms.
Safe sex.
Safe
sex, kids.
But also like,
wrap it up.
Is that enough? It's like, dude, what were you thinking? I just adore him. I love that he's like, do you still want? And there's so much peck play, and then the knees come up. When his knees come up,
they're going missionary.
Oh,
they're going mish.
And they're trying to pretend like you get like a flash forward in your brain on your second watch to them being like, no, we weren't in love. And it's like, my guys, you wanted to make full eye contact the first time. Give me a break.
Have you seen Pillion?
Yes, of course.
Oh my God, this is the anti-Pillion.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is. Oh my God, you're so right. Oh, those boys would not hang out in a bar.
And then famously, Ilya does say, "Don't worry, it will fit."
Why is it so hot? Why do I feel so weird when he says it? Why is it in my stomach? Well, I
got an idea.
The most Shane Hollander line that's ever been said, maybe. Did I mishear this? Or does he say, now the bed's all dirty afterwards before Ilya goes to shower? And you're like, and he goes, shut up. Ilya goes, shut up. What? He goes, what? Shut up. And I was like, I actually relate to Shane in that moment. Like, oh no, my lovely sheets.
What will the interior designer say? Truly. I don't remember the order of the pillows.
Truly, the whole thing was so, I mean, I want to get to the stairwell, which is why I think I can feel myself rushing. But honestly, this was the sex scene for me where I was like, this show has changed me on a cellular level. I didn't know I was into men fucking each other it's now all I ever wish to consume, these two men in particular.
Yeah.
I was like, meh. If you'd asked me before, I'd be like, meh. Didn't really
The
get it.
lighting, the softness, the fact that it's both authentically Shane's first time, so it's like awkward in that way, but also like extremely hot.
The pacing,
The fact that Shane calls him Rosenoff in bed.
I know. The fact that they're
Rosenoff.
the fact that they're like, we'll start off slow and sweet, but we are going to amp this up real fast. Real fast.
I love-
You're good. Let's go.
When they fade from scene to scene as if to suggest that it's taking any amount of time, really.
Oh, wow. Yeah. God, you're right. It would take a lesbian the whole time just to put the strap on. Fucking hell, they have it easy. So then they're in the stairwell and Shane is like clinging to Ilya's jumper like some sort of comfort blanket, but also like, if I have it, then you can't leave kind of energy. And it's just so cute. And the mocking is so sweet. And they're talking about the Olympics where they definitely can't hang out. And then Ilya gives him that really gentle pair of kisses.
God, that was okay. Am I raising my hand here? Am I raising my hand here?
Come on. It's so loving. It's so sweet.
I can't. I'm thinking about when it was for Ilya.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Shane is definitely in love at that point. When he leaves and he closes his eyes and he just sits on that stairwell and he just wants like nothing bad to ever happen to the pair of them ever again, and he's in it. Surely he's in love by then.
Yeah.
He's otherwise why are his eyes closed for so long? Has he fallen asleep? That's simply, I love this man, I love this man, I love this man,
Yeah.
surely. Oh God, it's so cute.
What did they fall in love in the very first scene?
But you know what as well about, sorry, just to stay on that stairwell, that is another scene of like, where I was like, we don't get this. Like, we get like Speedy Fox. We get like tragic or like sort of like immediate sort of internalized homophobia afterwards. We get like the depictions of queer sex are always like quick frisons and or like shame immediately afterwards. But just the like to get the post like sweet goodbye felt really. I mean, look, I'm not saying the show is like radical. Obviously, they're two model-esque men with perfect bodies who are fucking. But there's still moments where you're like, I don't think I've ever seen queer people just get to be like slow and soft with each other afterwards, and coy and cute.
I think you're right.
And I
I'm
loved
in the
it.
stairwell watching you kiss him. Oh.
Truly, oh. And then we're suddenly at Sochi Olympics.
2014, baby. Some stock footage of Snowy Mountain.
But
the
also,
Shutterstock logo is so visible.
And Russia lose to Latvia. Is there a beef there?
Oh, Latvians hate Russians, I believe.
Okay, great.
I mean, chances are.
That's
if
not
it's
true of every.
Exactly. Chances are they hate Russians.
And then, so they go for ice cream in the snow. Very confusing. Why is that happening, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I literally have this written down. Why are they having ice cream?
Yeah, I don't understand. And the Americans are in their starry jumpers and the American...
The fleece that Shane is wearing, iconic, would love to cop.
Really?
Yeah, I think the fleece he's wearing like a really chunky fleece with a little maple leaf.
Oh no,
Send it in. Can we get a collab going?
I don't want it. Can I say this? I
don't.
find,
She doesn't want
sorry,
it.
I
Stop.
don't want it. I think fleeces, to me, it's like the least sexual, one of the least sexual garments of clothes you
The
could
amount
wear.
of butches you fucked. How?
I know,
How
listen.
does that work?
But I'm like, take that off, quick. But
That's how you open the neck.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, take the fucking fleece off. Yeah, it's my opening gambit, and works every time. But no, I just think like it. To me, it's like it's given up. You're wearing a fleece because you never expect to have sex again. But I understand that that's not the consensus on the internet. That's just my personal take. It's too absorbent to be sexual. Are you with me? Hello? Fine. I don't love it. But so they go to this.
So by that virtue, a rain jacket is the most erotic piece of clothing you could wear.
Yes, the amount of lesbians I've found. Yeah. A good waterproof. We're spending money on those. Absolutely.
You walking Paddington into your bedroom.
Yeah. Oh no, but he's too absorbent. It's all too confusing. Yeah, wow, I've thought about that. Who knew? But so they're at this ice cream shop, and I'm sorry, this for me is the least believable scene in this entire series.
What, a bunch of bros watching ice skating?
Well, no, when the straight bro, who by the way, stunning. I want to know more about that boy.
Yeah.
He's so hot. But when he's like, and just side note, it's so cool that he's being openly queer here. Can I just say, wow, that makes me think he's so macho. I was like, who is this American man? And why have I never met him in my life? As if I was like, look, I can believe them being soft and vulnerable out of the earshot of women. I can believe all of these gorgeous men are all gay. I can believe all of these gorgeous men simultaneously play professional level sports, all of that fine. But when this guy was just like, and can I just interject to be like, good for him? I was like, no, come on, give me a freaking break.
There's too many leaps.
Yeah.
To think about an ice skater than to think about the sort of trouble or the
No.
challenge of being queer in Russia. He's not thinking about any of that.
No, he's not even, he doesn't even know it's illegal. Like that guy's just like, do.
He's eating ice cream.
Because he's so cold, so he wanted cold. Like, I'm sorry, no. That was, no, not for me.
What I love is they're watching ice skating, and I'm like, okay, you guys don't want anyone to think you're gay. How about you don't watch ice skating?
It is the gay giveaways that they go to see the ice.
Ilya's like, no one here can know that I like men. I'm gonna go watch ice skating alone now. It's the last place they will look.
Flances to the ice skating. It's so true. But also I do think like when he goes to the balcony to sort of say like, hey, oh my god, I just randomly came over here. Hey,
What are you doing here?
Oh my god, whoa, that's so weird that you're here. I didn't even see you. That's crazy. This for me is a devastating scene because Shane comes in trying to be so cute. It's like a real mirroring of The Rooftop for me, where they are on such different pages about what's going on for them. Shane's like, hey, hi, I haven't seen you in ages, basically like, hello. And obviously Ilya's just lost and he's let his entire country down.
He's let his country down.
Yep.
That's a huge thing.
And his dad is being so cruel to him, like so cruel to him. And they're in Russia, so he's also presumably on hypervigilance and like extremely nervous to be seen with this boy.
And then he can't be that mad at his dad because his dad is also very sick, so he can't like speak to him
100%.
properly.
And it's just like, oh God, I find it so devastating that he basically is trying to ignore him. And then when that doesn't work, has to kind of be extra cruel to get Shane to fuck off because he can't cope with it emotionally.
Yep.
Oh, and sweet little Shane. Do you know what Hudson does so well is like his posture is what absorbs the rejection. His sweet little shoulders. I don't know if you can tell through the giant fleece, but it's there. It's there.
So I hear.
And
I
then-
also think that like when Shane seeks Ilya's affection, sometimes it's returned, sometimes it isn't. And you know how like mice who get sporadic reward go crazy in the experiments? That's what Shane is going through. And we've fucking been there. Like when someone
I
plays...
haven't been there, but I do it. And
You're-
it's called keeping them on their toes. Actually, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it's called playing it hot and cold. And actually, you patented that.
It works.
And so it's this sort of like, well, before when I asked you for affection, you kissed me and you came and you made love to me and it was great. And then now you're rejecting me, but I'm doing the same exact thing that I did last time. So what is it? It's like that excruciating pain of not understanding like how this game works.
It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. Speaking of devastating, when Ilya is with his dad and he's in his formal wear, so he has, by the way, if you're a curly girl, hello, I have to assume some of you are here. There is something happening that is so effective that I will totally not take the credit for. I definitely watched a deep dive about this on TikTok. But when over the series, Ilya's hair gets curlier and more natural in his comfortability.
Do you think he's
with
doing the curly
Shane.
girl method?
I 100% think he's doing the curly girl method. But also, he has to break his method occasionally when he's around his dad because his dad's always like, you need to get a haircut. It's always patted down. It's always pressed out of its curl. It's always trying to be forced into neatness in a way that's acceptable. And whenever he's with his dad in informal wear, and it's so
Oh my God, in the
sad.
lesbian version, she'd grow a full bush. That would be so heartwarming. It's
Except
like
for when she's with her mom when she combs it. Why is it funny? We've lost our minds. But yeah, his dad shaming him about losing. And then, by the way, I had a question for Russia.
Yeah.
When he's shaming him and he's like, what do you mean clicking? Clicking is an American thing.
Yeah.
Is that like,
Oh, it was a completely different word. Like it means like it was the Russian version was not as like metaphorical as clicking.
say more?
Yeah, it was like the version in Russian, and I was very surprised by it. Originally, I watched it pirated, so there were no subtitles, so I just like took Russian at face value. And so today, when I rewatched it, I saw the subtitles, and the clicking thing is like that's an English metaphor that doesn't translate. So in Russian, they just said the word playing. So you were playing for the team or playing for yourself. It wasn't clicking.
Whoa.
Something to think about. Something to think about. I think what happened is they had the text in English. They asked a Russian person to translate it, and Russian person was like, "There is no literal translation of this, so we'll just put this as a stand-in." I think that's what happened.
Oh my goodness.
'Cause
This
it's like
is why it's important we do this with a Russian person. And while we're on you watching it pirated, not that I would support that, but do you want to tell the listeners who you watched it with?
Oh, I watched the first 3 episodes with the incredible Sam Lake, fantastic comedian, and his husband David.
Gorgeous.
And I watched the last 3 episodes with my mom.
What are you talking about?
It was sick!
And why?
Well, I was visiting her, and
By the way, that's the craziest way around. If you told me you watched the first episode because you didn't know what was up, you didn't know what it's about, you didn't know quite how much bumming there'd be, you'd be like, fair enough.
but there's more of it in the first 3.
Sorry, but even to still be like, so you've watched the first 3, Mom? Cool, let's go.
My mom only watched the last 3, so she just thinks it's like a lovely, lovely romance. Yeah.
Mainly set in Russia, question mark. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And that was fine?
She was needle pointing and I was knitting. It was beautiful.
Sorry, what are you talking about? You're okay, sure, fine.
But also sometimes we'll watch stuff in English if it doesn't have Russian dubbing, and I will translate the whole thing for her. So it was lovely to take a break and only translate half of it for her.
Oh my gosh.
And she was really impressed with Connor Story's Russian. She was really impressed. She thought, I thought that boy was Russian.
There's an amazing video online where there's a woman who has her Russian dad, sit there and she's like, how's the Russian? And he's like, yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah, pretty good. And then he like sits down and starts to watch it. He's like, yep, that's interesting. And then he's like, wait, they're gay? And it takes so long. It's at the monologue. And it's and then she just like, pan away. Anyway.
That's so funny. Oh, also, that being said, I adore my mother. I think she's a perfect person. I did overhear her bragging to one of her friends on the phone saying, do you know how progressive I am? I'm watching Heated Rivalry. It's not the cutest thing you've ever heard.
It's no longer enough to still love your gay kid. You also have to watch the porn. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Ask me anything about gay sex, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Because I love my queer kids.
That thing after tuna melt, I know what that is. Ask me.
I actually had to explain it to an Irish woman on Reddit. So good. But yeah, so his dad is at this point also, and by the way, this is when I just adore Ilya because his dad is clearly forgetting things.
Yeah.
And having just been reprimanded, shamed, belittled by his dad, he so gently reminds him of the details of the event they're about to go to.
Without freaking out, without scaring him or anything.
And it's so sad. It's so sad. You're just like, to receive that much hate and to still show so much care and so much love, I just...
Knowing you'll never receive the gratitude for it.
No, from anyone, or even be necessarily loved unconditionally at any point by this man, to just be so generous and gentle. I was like, he deserves the world. And then they're at the, so again, they cut from this to more cruelty from the dad with the
Minister.
Do we know of what?
No, because basically in the conversation they have, he says we're gonna go talk to the minister, but then it's
Svetlana's
dad, who I guess it was Svetlana's dad, so I guess he's a minister of some kind.
Yes, and this is where, please block your ears, they first say goaltending, and I'm like, goal what now? Goaltending. No, don't yawn. I googled it. I'm just gonna have to explain it for the people who care. A goaltender, which also is the goalie in ice hockey, is the player, don't cover your ears, whose main job is to stop the puck from entering their team's net, and they act as the final line of defense. Well, that means the same thing. We know this, but I just think it's interesting that they have a different word. But they also use goalie. No, but they use both. That's why it's confusing.
Bisexual.
Olga. Yes,
it's called bisexuality.
You're so right.
A fun fact about hockey that I learned from my partner Ewan, because I would never seek something like this out. I was like, hockey's so fast and the puck is so small and their costumes are so big. How can people see it? And which is a very valid question.
Not a bad question.
That's a valid question. And apparently in the late 80s, they made it glow on TV. Like if you watch it on TV, it would glow and also would have a little tail so you could see where it was coming from. And people hated it and were like, fuck this. Wow. Because I guess you're like have to be built different to like hockey. And it's like, you either know where the puck is or you don't. We're not gonna we're not gonna help you.
That's amazing. Yeah. Wow, okay, I love that. Now, is Sasha Russian?
Okay, I have so much to say. Oof. Okay. I'm really sorry. I know
no.
We've been going for a bit, but okay. So first of all, my favorite thing about this episode is the fact that what is objectively a sex hotel is a stand-in for Russia. Yeah. Okay. That is in a hotel in which sex happens. Affairs happen in that hotel.
It's just a normal size bath that 3 people can sit in. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, and I will say, given the fact that Connor's Story is acting his little butt off, acting in Russian, doing a really good accent, it's so good that my mom thinks he's a native speaker. Given the fact that Svetlana is a native speaker, the fact that Sasha's there Sweetie, Angel. First of
Really?
all, it's atrocious. And the thing is, I think you're great. I think you're wonderful. And again, if anything, I'm jealous that you were in it. But when it comes to Russian, not only is it bad, it's for some reason everyone else is speaking incoherent Russian, but I guess like he couldn't crack it. So what he's saying in his like sexy voice is the equivalent of like, touch butt I want. And I'm like, you're even written by a different person. As a scene in Russian, it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm so sorry.
That's sad. Then why did they cast him, I wonder?
Well, I think he's sexy. He actually was a French Canadian, and they needed it for a quota.
Are you serious?
I'm spreading this. That's a lie. I've just made that up.
I like it, but whatever. Why not? Put your oar in. I think what I will say is that obviously to a non-Russian speaker, it all sounds exactly the same, which I know is terrible. I wouldn't have known.
It's the way that every British accent to me sounds the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, you all sound like this.
Don't say you.
No, not you. God, no, not you.
Don't say. Wow.
Not you. Your
Podcast
accent
over.
is different.
I think that what I like about this scene for me is that it does remind me again that, okay, you know what, I will find women hot again, because Svetlana knowing that much about hockey is so hot. When she just monologues about what the season's going to be.
How predictable the things you find attractive are. I like very hot man, and if a girl knows about sports.
Oh my God. The second she starts talking about what's going to happen with the season, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Actually, you know what? He's allowed to have sex with her. That's fine. I'm into it again.
Oh my Lord.
And then obviously the fact that he rejects Sasha, I couldn't tell if we were meant to take it that is about his love for Shane, or just that Sasha's like doing coke and he's not, and no one wants that.
In my eyes, it was immediately he loves Shane, but then he does hook up with other people.
Yeah, for me, it was like he's got too much stuff on his nose. He's just like, we're just in different headspaces.
And maybe like too desperate.
Yeah, and also like, this is a sex hotel that my dad's at. Meet me at a different, I don't know, but I just, ugh.
I hate to say this, but I think, oh no, I hate it. I like what I'm about to say. I don't stand by this, but I think this might be part of it. It's like, oh no, I hate it.
Are you going to say Sasha's the boy you fuck and Shane's the boy you marry?
Well, it's not quite that, but it's like, I think he's like very attracted to Shane's innocence, and Sasha is the opposite of that.
Yeah, I know,
and
totally.
with women, I hate that, where you're like, how dare you not like a woman who has experience, where was with a man, I guess I find that less problematic, but like I think that is...
No, that's interesting.
That might be the case.
Very interesting. And the thing is, like, it feels like a goodbye forever at the end of that scene. It feels like peace out, enjoy Paris. Maybe you speak French. The thing that I learned about hockey that I found interesting is that they grow their beards the whole time until playoffs.
Which means, can Shane and Ilya not grow a beard? Because they never do.
Oh my God, that's so
Because they make it to the
cute.
playoffs repeatedly throughout the show, but they never have any facial hair.
There is a joke about that in that scene, right? Where they're shaving off the
Yeah.
guy on his team, and he's like, is it true that I have to get rid of it? And he's like, well, it's just because you can't grow one. Interesting. Well, there
Kitty
you are.
boys.
This is where we watch Shane watch Ilya win. Is that right?
Can I tell you one fun fact before we get to
Of
that?
course, always.
Svetlana,
Mm-hmm.
when talking about sports,
Yeah.
my understanding, and again, I might be wrong, is that like they never got permissions to say NHL, the Bruins, or the Stanley Cup. They always refer to it as the Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I feel like if you are a professional athlete in a particular sport, you wouldn't be calling it the Stanley Cup. You might just refer to it as the Cup. But never do they say the Stanley Cup throughout the entire show, but she says it in Russian. She says Kubok Stanley, and they translate it as the Cup. So I do wonder if they were like, tee-hee, maybe no one will know.
That's
I
incredible.
really hope I don't get Jacob Tierney into trouble.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Cut it
Just
out. Cut it out.
Getting a cease and desist from the Stanley Cup.
Okay, so the next scene is where we see Ilya suddenly can speak English in an amazing way. Enough to rally the troops, enough to get the boys excited.
But he does say win instead of win.
Oh, yeah, he does.
This is how we win.
Fuck
San Francisco.
I just think it's great that there is, and he somehow, his accent seems to get a little lighter as well. I feel like they worked on that very delicately.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, and then Shane says he's the best at hockey when he wins. You know, when he's sitting on the sofa and he's watching, and he's like, well, he's probably the best, and all of this team obviously are like, no, Captain, it's you. But I just think, oh, they really admire each other, because it's so hot to think that the person you fancy is good at the thing they do.
Yeah.
I do think that's part of the appeal, that they're the best. Anyway.
And they're really excited for each other. Like, even though they are competitors, they really celebrate each other's wins.
Yeah, even though they don't want to. Here's what I will say is, I don't know if you picked up on this, but I had a question, which is that there's something that Ilya says in Russian when he lifts the cup.
He says, "Для тебя, mama," which is for you, mom.
That's what I thought he said. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really glad that I noticed that, and I'm really glad that that's what he said.
He did it for his mom.
And then they don't see each other until they're presenting this award together. And Shane...
Hey, Catherine.
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
Catherine.
Did I skip ahead?
Really, really quickly. Is there any audience for this award?
Yeah, I think there is. Olga, I don't know what you mean. There's obviously everyone. It's totally full. Don't even worry about it.
It's just behind the camera.
Yeah, it's fine. They're busy. Sorry, Shane, before they even go on being so sweetly desperate when he's like, where have you been? And he's like, I was busy. And then Shane isn't like doing what? He's like, with who? It's like,
were you cheating? Were
dude,
you cheating?
he didn't just come from LA. Relax. It's so cute. They are, I think, trying to emphasize that they're the most famous hockey players in the world and that the world understands them as hating each other in this scene, right? Shane going to the bathroom and doing his cry again, where he keeps all of his tears in his eyes, is so sad. And then Ilya comes in and he's like, you haven't texted me back. I'm like, my guy, he really loses his cool here, huh? He loses like any like cool points he had at all with Ilya.
Because what happens is he doesn't hear from him for 6 months, right? After he took his anal virginity.
Yeah.
And I know that for some people it's not a big deal.
But Shane Hollander, that's a big deal for
6 months. And then they're on stage.
I know.
And then he touches the back of
How
his neck
dare he?
on national television after not speaking to him for 6 months.
It's so mean. It's so mean.
And then he's freaking out of the bathroom, as he should, absolutely crashing out, right?
Yeah.
And then Ilya's not even remorseful in any way. And then Ilya immediately turns as sexual.
I know.
And Shane can't help but follow that. He's so upset, he's literally crying. He wipes his tears at the end of this scene, yet he still goes, please, can you suck my dick? And then, because Ilya asked him to, and then Ilya says no.
I know. But just before that, they do that like adorable nuzzle. There's like a really sweet nuzzle. So Ilya does give himself away. But I think Ilya goes to sex because he can't cope with the feelings, right? Is that it's not just that he's like, we always fuck on my terms. I think he is just going, oh no, I think I messed up. This is the way to fix it. I don't want to show my hand. And can I say, I do think it's okay to say no when the floor is that dirty. I think it's hot to say no. It's hot to say you'll wait. But mainly I was like, my guy gets it. That floor is too gross. It's too gross. We're not doing it. He deserves better. He's too famous. He should have his own bathroom. Why are they in the public? Anyway.
The two wolves inside of Catherine Bohart.
But they both feed the same aim. I like that he was like, you'll wait. But it is devastating. It's really, I think it really shows the difference in experience sexually in that scene.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite genres of anything is most often female desperation. Like when a woman is like so desperate for love or affection, she doesn't care if it's like shameful or embarrassing. And I think like seeing Shane, I mean, you ought to know. You ought to know. Perfect song. Alanis Morissette. Is she perverted like me? Does she go down on you in a theater? This like I'll show up in the middle of dinner and I will be like, is she better than me? Yeah. That like is my favorite. That's my favorite genre of feeling and like any to consume. So to see Shane like willing to debase himself for Ilya is like so fucking real.
I know.
To be like, I'll suck you off.
But also like not being able to keep it light ever. Like when he's like, oh, your English is so good. And he's like, yeah, I read the New Yorker now. And he's like, really? Really? My dad reads it. It's like, oh my God, stop self-disclosing, my guy. Keep a little mystery, please. You don't have to tell him everything. It's so cute though. But he's so soft and confused and vulnerable when he leaves and he's like wiping his tears.
So would you be attracted to that is my question. If you're Ilya, if someone's being puppy like Shane, are you into that? Or do you want someone to match your energy vibes?
No. Well, both. I'm into both, but I'm into...
That's bisexuality.
Yeah, but I am into... I understand that there's a difficulty, right? If you are a top and what you like is power, that there's a difficulty then in like showing softness. You almost back yourself into a corner sometimes. And they don't know each other well enough to sort of delineate between the two. So... that is actually a very difficult dance for Ilya to do. Not that I think he's particularly trying. I think he's in a kind of like self-destructive mode at this moment. And I think it's all fine because it takes us to this scene in the penthouse. And it's like, sorry. The moment when Shane walks in and Ilya stood there, shirt open, leaning against the wall with the glass in his hand. Wow.
Yeah, that's Catherine Bohart.
Wow.
I think that could be a poster for one of your shows.
No. I'm not that. Like, this is like, I'm supermodel hot. It's like, he's doing perfume ad and you're like, I don't know what it is, but I'll buy it. I don't know what it means, but I want it. I don't know what it smells of, but put it in my veins.
You're folding your clothes.
Yeah, I am folding my clothes. I'm like, I'll take my socks off if I have to. And Shane is so obedient. Like, even when he gets basically nothing from Ilya, don't you find that? He's just like, he just does whatever he's told, and it's so hot.
But I think that's because he's doing what he wants to do.
Oh yeah, 100%. Sorry, yes, very much so.
And so I think that's like, it shows such a tremendous amount of security where it's like, I don't really care about the game that it's playing. What I'm seeing is that I'm getting what I want. So, okay, fine. I will follow your rules. Because the thing is, Ilya doing the rules is so much more insecure than Shane just being like, I want you. Like the person who
Let's talk about the chair drag.
like the person making arbitrary rules and creating this like weird microcosm is the insecure one. The secure one is like, hi, I like you. Can we please have sex now? That's a secure person. Okay, moving
on. Wow, I feel horribly seen. Wow, that's some food for thought. I hate it.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Wow. So obviously this scene as well is where we see the setup for the windows, which we'll obviously come back to at the cottage. But in this case, it's like, well, we could be seeing there's too many windows. And then Ilya does
beautiful green screen work, by the way.
one of the most,
very much.
yes,
When they have a green screen, but you could still see a reflection of a lamp.
gorgeous.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ilya does the chair.
That's where
drag.
I'm looking. She's looking at the asses. I'm looking. Is the
that
chandelier
green
reflected accurately?
But that chair drag is just one of the one-handed. I'm just so strong.
Britney Spears stronger than yesterday. Yeah, that is a reference. It's an intersexuality.
It's so hot, and I think it's just brave of Shane to show off for him, like to do what he's told in that situation. Sorry. For Shane to follow his lead and to touch himself when Ilya's been so mean to him, I think is brave. Do you not think that must be so exposing? I would never. Would never.
Yeah, I think it's brave. But also, okay, have we considered that this whole thing might also be turning Shane on?
Oh, 100%. And actually, I think there's a switch in this scene, a real switch where he like realizes that the bottoms have power too. When he's like, I need it. It's like he's like, he finds the magic formula to go.
Yeah.
Now, like, how do you like that? Basically.
Yeah.
And you can see Ilya's whole face changes. He's like,
wait, what?
Say what you need. So it's suddenly he's like, say it. He's like, but I think that's the first time we see Shane be like
a power bottom.
Yeah. Oh, so hot. And also it's the first time we see his dimples in his back when he crawls across the bed.
Oh my God, that was hot. That was so hot. That was so hot. Oh my God, the outline of his ass when he's
Mm-hmm.
doing the crawl. Oh my God, you know those things where like the military exercise where they have to climb under things? He would get caught so hard.
Oh my God, he would. Oh my
The barbed
God. And I'd
wire.
watch that. I would watch that. Are you allowed to smoke in hotel rooms like that? Follow-up question. Because Ilya's smoking in this scene.
Oh yeah, you definitely aren't. You
Surely not.
definitely aren't.
Can you pay a premium to smoke?
No.
Can rich people do that?
Smoke in Vegas, can't you, in a hotel room in Vegas?
Is
You
this
can
true?
smoke in Vegas. We're being told you can smoke
I'm
in
getting
Vegas.
married in Vegas. Good to know.
As if you won't just be looking into each other's eyes being like, no, I love you more. No, I
That
love you more.
100% is
But
what
if
we're gonna
I'm
be
there, I'll
doing.
be smoking behind you. So yeah, so there, and then this is honestly devastating. The way that they are not looking at each other after all of that gorgeous sex, it's sort of like uncomfortable, awkwardness.
Oh, we've glossed over a very important thing.
Oh, sorry.
Catherine Bohart, there is a correct answer to this. What was a missed opportunity when Shane threw his underwear at Ilya?
Why didn't he put them in his mouth?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you very much.
You're actually so right. He didn't even like smell them. I was
No.
like, dude,
You
what?
gotta do a sniff. You
Yeah,
gotta do a
But
sniff.
you gotta put it in your mouth. I was like, yeah, you're so right.
Stretch it over the glass. Sieve it through. A little sieve, a little infusion, a little vodka infusion.
Okay, that would have been wild, and I would have been on Reddit again. So I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, Shane trying to make chat about Russia is just like, oh my God, it's time to go. You have.
I hear
to
the
go.
capital is Moscow.
When he's
The
like,
country with the largest landmass in
when he's
the
like,
world.
so you're heading back. And he's like, yeah, like for the summer, yeah. And then he's like, is it safe? And I was like, my guy, if you're looking to go again, is it safe in Russia? Is not the one. And then do you,
Is it safe? It's worked on me.
yeah. And then do you,
No, it isn't. What I mean, that is safe.
do you like it? What difference does it make? Is so relatable. As like, if you've left the country that you're from, do you like it? What difference does it make? It's like, that is not a question you ask about the country you've come from. It was so sweet and endearing. And I mean, we have to talk about when he gets in the lift.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I might cry. I might actually cry.
When he goes to write text messages that he doesn't then send, the first one being like, is it see you next season or have a great summer, smiley face?
The smiley face.
Ugh. So, by the way, so glad for Shane. Like, as if I were his friend, I'd be like, delete, 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 delete. So glad he didn't. But then when he types, we didn't even.
Catherine, no.
we didn't even kiss. And the tears are in his eyes. He's got the little blush on and he bangs his head against the wall just ever so lightly. And you're like, we didn't even kiss. This baby boy's entire queerness is tied up with one man who is hot and cold, who's, I'm sorry, you're never, like, you have to know when you are fucking Ilya that if it doesn't work out with him, you will never fuck anyone as hot as him again. Like, you have to know as that's happening.
Learn from my mother, a Russian man will ruin your life.
But I just think, like, you were fucking him being like, if I'm ever fucking anyone else, I'll have to think about you to come. Like, you just know that's what's going on for him. We didn't even kiss. He feels like a little whore.
We didn't even kiss. And then when he types it out, you think, oh, they didn't even kiss, because you thought, well, maybe that it just so happened that they didn't in the sort of supercut that we got to see. Maybe surely they kissed. Wait a second, they didn't.
They didn't.
And wait a second, they did before.
They didn't.
So what changed?
I think this is a really, really, really good episode for, like, the problem with the top being like in a bad mood is you have to be so careful with that kind of, like, somebody surrendering to you is really vulnerable and also really brave, but like there's a fine line, isn't there, where you still have to show comfort and warmth and like an actual attraction back, and not just like for them to leave feeling like they got used. And it's so sad. We didn't even kiss. Question, do you think Ilya was Shane's first kiss?
Ooh.
Said by a woman whose first kiss was the first man she had sex with as well.
Is this true?
Yeah, 19.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I know.
What?
Yeah, I was 19. I was so late to the party, but I've made up for it in my good time. But yeah. Isn't that? And those men will ruin you.
Oh my God.
Okay, why do you now look physically sick? What? I didn't say 29. I said 19.
Oh no, it's not that. It's the fact that that's so many emotions and experiences to have within such short a period of time.
And his
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. But also yes, yeah, it was a lot. But also I feel like with Shane, if that is true, and certainly with him having his first like queer experience with Ilya, I feel like you cannot help but that person is always on a pedestal, even if you try not to have them be. It's just like, you're my access point to a part of myself. Like at some point he'll also have been his access point to like a community and blah blah blah, but it's mainly like access to self-knowledge that is just so powerful and so overwhelming that it's all in that we didn't even kiss. And
then when someone with experience is acting a certain way towards you, you just think, well, I guess this is how it's done.
Yeah.
I guess this is the way that it is.
Exactly. Well, I think he learns the emotional behaviors as much as he learns the titty grab, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous?
In a parallel universe, Shane then goes on to traumatize a bunch of other baby queers, and the sort of the chain, hurt people.
Oh, I think in this universe, I think he is ruining the lives of women everywhere. He's fucking women and then being like, peace out, and they're like destroyed. Do you not think every woman we see?
Wait, are you talking about?
I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Shane.
Oh, I'm talking about Shane.
Sorry, I think in this universe, every woman we see in a montage in a club with Ilya needs therapy afterwards.
I actually think that every single man that hasn't texted me back or didn't text me back is actually in love with a gorgeous, innocent, freckled hockey player, and he's actually living his gay. And the thing is, as I'm saying this, so many of my exes are gay.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. See yourself where you can in this show, my love. Horniest you felt this whole episode?
I am female pawn in gay love affair. Tag yourself.
Oh, I don't think that's never happened to me. I've had male pawns, I guess, in female love affairs.
Yeah.
Tag yourself. Tag yourself.
You've been a woman used to make another woman jealous, like full gay. No?
No? Have I been used to make a boyfriend jealous in a hetero-dynamic? No, I've definitely been like, I've been I've been people's first time, which is like a huge responsibility.
Checks out.
Which is like a huge responsibility. I think, We should move on. Horniest you felt in this episode? Tag
Have you
yourself.
been personally victimized by Catherine Bohart? Write in at Tonsil Hockey
I
Podcast.
don't want them to write in, I assure you. Go on.
Wait, what?
Horniest you felt in this episode?
Horniest I felt in this episode. Thank you so much for asking. Wait,
By the way, I feel like I've had an out-of-body experience on this episode. If you're listening and you're like, these women are crazy, I also feel like I dip in and out of being like, I am.
We've been here for 45 years.
But also I am that cliched meme. I am just like randomly just thinking about their asses and then being back in the room, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
So horniest you felt whilst
If
watching
at some-
episode 2.
In post, can you just replace our faces with 2 different butts? That would be great.
Oh, dibs on Ilya. Go.
Oh, I think when he called him Rosenoff. I think I think once we saw the thighs and the knees go up to the shoulders in the
Yeah.
missionary first penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Penny.
First
That's
penny.
such a cute way of putting it. That was your interesting.
I just think male missionary is one of the sexiest things. Again, because I love male vulnerability. I love when boys are vulnerable.
You'll be
And there's nothing more vulnerable than a guy going
By the way, yeah, they must be
like
so
a turkey on
flexible
fucking Thanksgiving.
because ice skating surely gives you makes you very, very tense leg wise.
But they have that exercise.
No, I know they have that exercise, but I hope they're doing like a lot of stretching as well. Presumably they are if he can even get his legs there. Obviously, and you won't be surprised to hear mine was not the male missionary. Mine was obviously I need it.
Oh.
Truly music to a top's ears.
Oh my God.
I need it.
Oh God. It's so
I need it.
predictable.
I know. I'm sorry. Most unforgettable line of dialogue in this?
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I do have mine. Mine is a text message. Is that cheating?
Is it we didn't even kiss? It's got to be we didn't even kiss.
It's
Yeah.
so devastating and so well observed. You're like, oh yes, oh shit, we didn't even pick up on that.
It's really that simple as well. It is
Yeah.
really that simple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in Russians do not do this.
Yeah, I actually did love
Oh,
that.
and on the staircase, how could we forget? Remember when I made you come hands free? I like that. Hands free. I'm a Bluetooth girl myself.
I
Thank
have
you very
to say,
much.
I didn't like that line. I know that's unusual, but I just find it a bit like for me that was into the line of like, ugh, that's such a boy thing to say. To be
Interesting.
like didn't he say it's like such a good trick, yeah? Or
I
something?
guess a top seeking praise that obviously is
Yeah.
a little cringe.
That's what
I
it
see.
is. That's what it
The
is.
praise should come itself. Yeah. I
But
see.
also the phrase is that you get to make all the rules and you're like being allowed to have whatever you want. That would indicate that it's going well.
Okay.
You don't then have to be like, dude, it's such a, it's not even just a boy thing. It's such a sportsman thing to be like, did you see this amazing thing I did? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, let's not recap the game. Okay, everything's fine. What about your WTF, your what the fuck moment?
I'd say my WTF moment is a bunch of guys going to see ice skating. Like that's the least believable thing about this show. I'm counting Sasha's Russian accent. Okay.
I have two. Mine is the first where the like third at the ice cream parlor is like, and you know what's brave? Ice skating in Russia. I was like, no. And my second was honestly, I thought that we had Ilya being cruel to Shane on the balcony. We have Ilya being cruel to some degree to Shane, being interpreted as cruelty, I suppose. I'm not saying that was what was going on in his inner world before people come for me. But that cruelty in the bathroom, we see him get all of his like frustration and top energy out during sex. My WTF moment was the fact that he couldn't be kinder to Shane post sex. I was like, you are going against your own interests, my guy. Please show a little warmth. But he couldn't. And I get it. Like Russia's sensitive for him at that moment. But it's just like, and that is like, they both have those. They're like bruises, right? Like when Shane talks about Russia, Ilya's like locks up, closes down.
Yeah.
And I think for Shane, it's like sexuality, right? Or when he talks about girls, when he's like,
Yeah.
that is the same kind of reaction you get for both. Gay giveaways.
Well, what you just described, I would just say, is as much as we get so much of Ilya's backstory and we try to empathize, in that moment he was really difficult to root for.
Yeah.
Because when Shane types out, "We didn't even kiss," you're like, that is devastating.
Yeah, but then I think about him with his shirt open, standing against the wall, and I think I'll root for you. Whatever you want, my love. Go team. Let's get it, girls.
As our friends in Australia would say, I'd root you.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. I'm assuming we're being listened to down under.
Having put out 2 episodes, yes, I assume this is global. Also, can I just say how exciting it was just to be part of something that, like, I loved it being out in the States first. I love being like, I just love the fact that this is like slowly being bought in different places. I love that I text my friend in Denmark and was like, are you watching it? And she's like, it's not even out here yet. Oh God, it's all so exciting.
And I love that it exists outside of the Hollywood machine. I think it's so cool that this like scrappy little Crave show. And again, I'm obviously not the first person to say this. And also I hate to call it scrappy because obviously it was a huge book phenomenon.
And it's beautifully made,
Yes,
stunningly made
100%.
by a great showrunner who's made stuff before. It's not like some guy in his iPhone.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I know. Gay giveaways?
Dare I say a bunch of dudes watching ice skate? I'm sorry, not to sound like a broken record, but yes.
You may. For me, honestly, in this episode, it's like Shane being like, I'm just going to go to the loo. And then being like, hey, oh my God, are you on the balcony too? That's crazy. So that was, for me, very, like, surely someone saw that. Surely the boys at the ice skating are like, wait a second.
Because if they hate each other so much, why did he travel 3 floors to go say hi?
Yeah, I'm not buying it. Low budget moment for me in this episode was the no crowd at the award ceremony. I think we can agree on that.
Oh my God. And because they do like a real fish lens where they're like, this is how much empty stage we have. And it is filled with nothing.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. I loved it very much.
I'm going to throw out my low budget moment is the fact that Russia was represented with 2 stock image photos, then an ice cream parlor, and then the same exact ice skating rink that they used for Canada and Boston.
Very well observed. Very well observed. Yeah. That's
very effective. The only thing that made this skating rink different is that they put a Sochi 2014 a sticker behind Ilya. That was the only difference.
Good for them.
And you know what? That's movie magic.
That's movie magic. I believed it. I didn't even pick up on it. Wow. Second episode, I again left feeling like, oof, is Ilya the first time I felt like I'm brokenhearted for Ilya. This time I left being like, I'm brokenhearted for Shane.
Interesting. I think you're completely right. I think all of that tracks for me. I know how the show ends, and I know the latter 3 episodes, but not to do a spoiler of episode 3, I think I was starved for people just being nice to each other. Yeah. I was like, why are they so fucking awful to each other? Like, I knew that obviously when you see the show, you're like, okay, well, they're going to end up together. But in that moment when he said we didn't even kiss, I was like, I don't know how we're going to get there. Because they have been so awful to, I mean, specifically, Ilya has been so mean to Shane that I'm like, okay, well, what does Ilya even have to do to redeem himself in Shane and mine eyes?
Oh, wow, we really flirt differently. I was just like, yeah, seems normal for 2 weeks, for however many years they were in. 2 episodes
if I had butt sex with a guy and he didn't even kiss me, I don't know how we're getting to marriage.
And that is the end goal for you. Whereas I'm like, yeah, they could torture each other some more. Sure. Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous episode of television. I absolutely freaking loved it. Do Russians hate their players as much as it seems like Russians do, like their own national players if they lose?
The thing is, I know nothing about sports. I'm
Fine.
so sorry.
Forget
honey.
it.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry I asked.
I love how you were like, I'm going to make it sound like a question about Russia. It was a question about sports.
It was. You're so right. You got me. Damn it. We'll try again next time.
This has been exhilarating. I'm enjoying myself so much. Thank you so much for doing this, guys.
I have an emotional headache, but also I'm turned on. God, it's the same every time. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
Follow us.
How do you say follow us in Russian?
I actually don't know.
Really?
I actually don't know what the word for it is. I
That's
have
fine.
to look this up, but follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Tonsil Hockey Podcast.
Oh, and oh my God, please, if you have an obsessive friend or you overhear somebody talking about this on the bus, tell them about our podcast. We beg you. We need it.
Or else.
We went different ways. Good for us.